Hello everyone, welcome back to Gloomhaven. Last time we came through this cave system looking for evidence of a dragon and found an elder drake, and now we have the decision to either kill the elder drake or head back into the city. And I think as we are doing so on this quest, we're going to on the side of trying to befriend whatever great powers we can. Whether that's demons or drakes or mythical beings from alternate planes of existences, we want them all to be our friends. So we're going to head back on into the city. Then once this is done, our quests continue. I'm really worried that we're going to hit 20 creature types with Lamoon very quickly, and we're going to lose one of our best fighters at the moment. But right now, Faith found some more equipment of some kind. The Drake Scale Helm. Whenever you gain Muddle, gain Strengthen instead. I mean, that's pretty cool, but it's not what we need right now. And we also get a perk. We have very few options remaining. We can get rid of a +0 for a +2. We can add 2 poisons, add 2 muddles, or add an invisible. I think we just take the bigger numbers. Pandora has leveled up. That's level 5 very quickly, I feel. You may have 2 songs active at once, but you only gain experience from one. If a third song is played, discard one of the others. Move 3, attack 3 at range 3. This seems pretty good, apart from the 9-card limit after this is played becomes an 8-card limit, after 2 songs are in play becomes a 6-card limit. That seems tough to work with. All allies may perform a move 1 before any of their attack actions. Move 6. One ally may perform 5, one ally may perform attack. Stun all enemies within range 3. Move and disarm an enemy. All allies may perform a heal 1 self-action at the beginning of each of their turns. Melody and Harmony. It seems like it's going to be really powerful if we can just keep the rest of our deck together. So let's give it a go. To have it in play, we need to get rid of something else. That's the hard part though, isn't it? I should probably use Singing Arrow to greater effect with the curses, because a curse is just a miss if our foes draw it. But I think a maximum of 3 curses that we're probably not going to be able to stack very quickly isn't going to be a game changer. So we'll take Melody and Harmony. All enemies gain disadvantage. We gain Retaliate 2. Or we have +1 on one of our attack actions. Then we have 2 available perks. This is some big decisions. Right, most of this stuff does relate to our ability to do damage, because we do not have very many attacks. In fact, we have one attack in our deck, but we do have also our versatile dagger that whenever we use the default top of an attack action, it's attack 3 instead of attack 2. So we should try and make the best decision we can here. I think removing the -2 is going to be good for us. That way when we do use that default attack, it's going to be a strong one. And then replace 2 +1s with a +4. We have disarms, replace a 0 with a +2 wound, +2 poison, +2 and curse, +3 and muddle. Add 2 redraw and curse cards. I like a disarm here, I think. And that is everything. Faith, you have so much cash, we should definitely just deposit to the Great Oak anyway. Your continued donations have been a true boon to our sanctuary and the city as a whole. This will surely have a noticeable impact on the city, but rest assured we could always use additional aid. Devotion 4 plus 1 prosperity. And then we can also, while we're here in the city, take a city encounter. Upon returning to the city after your latest adventure, you are approached by a high-ranking guard at the gate. Ah, good. I'm glad to have caught you, the guard begins. The capital has fallen behind on shipments of wood to Gloomhaven, so now it falls to us to pick up the slack of the construction of important city buildings doesn't stagnate. The guard points to the east. We're forming an expedition to gather logs from the corpse wood. We could use your help, either as a guard against enemies to chop down trees. I think we've done this one before, but we'll join as a guard. Yep, we protect them from some Verlings and get 10 XP, which is wonderful. And that is enough to level up Tali. Obsidian Shards. Attack 2, range 3, target 2, consume earth and fire for +3 attack. Shield oneself and create light, ice and darkness. Or Winter's Edge. Range 5, attack 5, range 2. Consume wind, consume ice. Pierce +2 range, pierce 4. Heal 2, range 2, create fire and light. Now, this is new to me. I've not used anything so far that consumes multiple specific colours. We've seen things like Gravel Vortex that use 2 of any, which is fine. But we have to think, are we going to be able to create green and fire in the same turn? I guess we probably can if we are utilising Formless Power. During each of your... no. At the end of each of your turns, you may generate something, deduct -1 from all of your attacks. This is attack 2, range 3, target 2, or attack 5, range 3, target 2. Shield 1, self. Is it continuous, that symbol? Do we have that on somebody else? Denotes this effect lasts until the end of the round. Yeah. Attack 5, range 2. Attack 2, range 3. I think having the base attack 5 at range 2 and the heal on bottom is probably going to work out better for us. So we'll take Winter's Edge. Then if we want to play it, we need to get rid of something. So many of these cards have done us so well, though. I could probably get rid of Formless Power. I don't use the bottom half very much, and the top half becomes a range 4, attack 4. This is a range 2, attack 5. So let's give that a go, see how things fare. Of course, we level up, so we get a perk. I'm starting to see more of the value of these create +0 create mana cards. What type of mana would we most like? What element? I think ice. If we had the option, unless we've done that already. We've done ice already. Perhaps some wind then. Is that the other one we need for the specific card that we've just taken? Yes. So let's take some wind. Yes, definitely wind. Alright, that's all done. So that concludes the admin session. Now I think what I was planning to do is outside the city somewhere. We have a bunch of guards hanging out. Rebel Swamp. Crush the rebels. Destroy those who would oppose demonic rule. Yes, we want to support demonic rule. Objective. Destroy all totems. Interesting. Any fight with city archers is one that I am slightly hesitant of, but we'll see how we do. Of course, we're going to get a road event. There was a heavy rain last night, and the roads are now dark streaks of mud. And as bad as it is for you walking, you see that others up ahead on the road are having worse trouble. You come upon a collection of wagons stuck in the mud on the side of the road. You look around and see an odd assortment of people dressed in garish clothing. They are working to push their brightly painted wagons, all emblazoned with Marvelous and Magical Techno Circus logo, out of the muck. We just stopped for a quick meal, and now the wheels have sunk into this mess, a quattril with a fancy top hat says as you approach. I'm sure our strongmen will get us out eventually, but we certainly wouldn't begrudge a little extra help. Help push the quattril's ringmaster wagon. Help push one of the fortune teller's wagons. Fortune teller, please and thank you. That sounds like blesses to me. Ah, what? You take pity on an old orchid woman trying to extricate her fortune-telling wagon by herself. You help her get back on the road, and she grabs you and looks you in the eyes. Your path is dark and cursed. There is a shadow around you. A gloom. You must leave this place. Be rid of it before it consumes you. We get 2 XP, but we have been cursed. So a little more likely to miss an attack next fight, but we'll see how we go.
At the behest of the Demon Lord, you head into the Lingering Swamp to destroy the last vestiges of opposition to demonic rule. The swamp is a horrid place, full of bugs, muck, and a general uneasiness. Surely the rebels are not intending on making a permanent base here. Without some sort of magical intervention, there's no way they could build any structures. And then you see the cleansing totems. A group of guards is erecting a campsite right in front of you, using the totems to purify and dry up the land around them. You figure this would be a perfect opportunity to strike the rebel force. If you can destroy all of their totems, they'll have a difficult time making this swamp hospitable.
Alright, that I can work with. Gain 13 or more XP. Loot a chest, give me the XP gain. Faith, have 1 or more monsters present on the map at all times, or cause a trap to be sprung. Do we have cards that will possibly spring a trap? We have pull. We might be able to do that. Use no items, unlikely. Kill an undamaged monster with a single attack action, even less likely, but it's going to be the one we take. Gain 7 or fewer experience. Kill a monster by causing at least 4 more points of damage. Easy choice. And away we go. Hopefully these monster types should be relatively basic, so we shouldn't have too many problems. Faith can always visage the inevitable out of them. And our survey says, as everything loads in, of course, no idea how big the opening room is going to be. Looks like we have ourselves a corridor. So, we've got 3 archers at the back, a cleansing totem. If a monster starts its turn within 2 hexes of a totem, that monster performs heal to self. Oh, that's going to be all kinds of problematic. If a monster starts its turn within 2 hexes, perform heal. All mercenaries start with 2 extra -1 attack modifiers. And we need to destroy 6 totems throughout the length of this entire dungeon. Well, it's going to be an interesting one. Right, Faith. Smoke bomb, pull 2 at a range of 3. That is an elite. 1, 2, 3. We can't pull them close enough to Visage of the Inevitable them immediately, which is a shame. I also wonder how much we should focus fire on this, because 2 tiles of it is going to be 1, 2, basically this line here. Anything behind that line is just going to get healed as we go, so it's going to be a tricky one. Right, we probably want to start with some blessings. Unless we want to start with disarming everyone ahead of us. It's going to be a key choice. I wonder how much range the archers are going to have. And if we should consider staying back, letting the guards approach us, killing them before then trying to make some progress forwards. But as we're currently stood, we could definitely strengthen everyone and bless everyone. Except those are both very slow and we're possibly going to want to move ahead of those events. Burning oil does 5 at a range of 3. So we would need to step in 2 to shoot it, and even then we don't know that we'll necessarily destroy it already. What can we do with AoE over here? 2 in a large space is nice, but without extra boons, 2 damage is not going to have a great amount of impact behind all this shield. Attack 5 range 2 is also not great at this time. I'm going to ponder this first turn and then get back to you. Alright, let's see how this goes. Move 2, attack 2, range 5, immobilize. The immobilization is going to suck. Move 2, attack 4, move 2, attack 3. Okay, so no one is staying still. Is that going to impact how I want to progress? Because my intent was to try and just get ahead and shoot this tree. But I was hoping to do so from a range in which they wouldn't be attacking us if they moved in. And right now, they're definitely going to move in, which is definitely going to put them outside of the range of the healing totem. We're attacking 5 at range 3. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, this is going to mean that on their turn, the healing starts when they start their turn in that tile. So instead of moving up this way, what I'm actually going to do is move over here, because these guys are moving 2. They can't move into this rough terrain. But I can move to here, skip the rest, gain advantage on my attack, and then just shoot at this guy. So he's going to heal when he comes by, but, you know, it's a good start. With our Bard, we're going to shield 2 everybody, was my intent if we were going to push forward. But let's see if any of these guys attack 2 at a range of 5 and they can move in. So if they move to here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they're definitely going to hit us. So we're going to shield 2 all allies within range 3 of us. And then again, I'd planned for being much further ahead than we are, but we will disarm these 2 anyway. Now here, I was pretty much guaranteeing we were going to head forward and attack. No, I wasn't. We were going to head forward and shield ourselves. So we can take the brunt of the attacks. And if we put some shield on, we'll have 3 shield for all the incoming shots. Except Faith is closer in a straight line there. But the other 2, we cancel that crit, we take 1 hull damage. Take nothing there. We are immobilized now, which is going to be a problem. For sure. And the guards go last. Right, well, let's move to here. Because this guy is close to death and hasn't gone yet. They're going to heal 2 on their turn because of the totem, but if we can kill them before that, then they won't. So I don't think we need to consume the fire for retaliation, because these 2 aren't attacking at all because they're disarmed. Then we're going to attack this guy. Very nice. Right, they can't attack us. They can't attack us either, because they were disarmed. Fresh turn. Slightly easier choices here, with these 2 already being outside of the range of the healing totem thing. Right, we've got 2 directly adjacent attackers, so pretty simple choice here, I think, with practical plans on top. And on bottom, we can not move, but we should be able to still shield ourselves. Or we can strengthen all adjacent allies. That seems like a good choice. Then Faith. We do have Swift Bow. That's attack for 3. Or attack 4, add wound and gain 1 when the target is adjacent to any of your allies. Well, Faith can't move. She's currently immobilized, so it's going to have to be a ranged attack. So Swift Bow is simple enough on top, and on bottom, what are we least likely to want to use next turn? Duelist Advance, probably. As for our Bard, everyone's already going to be strengthened. We can bless our adjacent allies, never a bad thing. Curse, target all enemies within range 3, bless, target all allies within range 3. I mean, that seems too strong to not do, right? And on top, we can bless our adjacent allies. Yep, that's going to be the move. Get all the blessings we can out. Right, we have fire. What can we do with fire? Attack 3, range... Attack 1, range 3, attack 2, and add wound. Let's attack these guys both with some wounds. And then we probably want to take a step back because we are now the closest to all these archers. So let's step back on Infernal Vortex, excuse me. Well, they're getting the jump on us, which is a great shame. Faith. Honestly, moving up in initiative doesn't really change anything. So we'll stay as we are. Here, we're going to bless these two. And we're going to curse those two. And bless these three. Stacking those blesses. And faith. This is just a nothing card. And then we will attack here. Not going to use our piercing. We'll save that for when we're sending daggers through multiple targets. Nice curse. Double nice curse. Incredible. It's about as good as that could have really gone. Alright, we are attacking these two. But we'll take retaliate and be at disadvantage. So we will move away first. Then do our attack. We will wound them both. And do we want to attack with advantage now? We have a single bless. We're doing 2 attack here. Even if we double that to 4, we won't get a kill. So I think we'll save it for the moment. Although if we double it, they will die to the wound in their next turn. Does bear thinking about. Alright, I convinced myself. If only I'd used the +1 potion. Never mind. Here. I think we just attack the one that has reason or possibility to kill us. As much as this might be overkill of an attack. Or we could attack both of them, but I think we'll save that for when we're doing something with stun or similar. And strengthen everybody, if they weren't already. Alright, they have now moved back within 2 tiles of the tree, so they can be healed again. However, we have also now gained the ability to walk places, which is nice. Power Ballad seems like a good time. Or we could push somebody closer to a target of attack. One ally within range 3 is not going to be close enough. But let's move someone and have them attack. 1, 2, 3. We could do it that way. Faith. This guy, unfortunately, is an elite rather than a standard enemy, so we can't visage of the inevitable them. But they are alone now. So, attack 3, add 2 to the attack when the target is adjacent to any of your allies. Well, we'll do that if we move Lamoon to this tile first, which we will be, on 32. Or we could try and pull them out of the healing area. Give me... It's where I just like having the very high and very low numbers. Attack 2, range 3, targeting 4. We are stacked with blessings. Right, give me a Stiletto Storm on top. Range 3. 1, 2, 3. We need to get to that gold, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4 move away. Which we have. So we're going to move to here and just strike on everything. Tali. We've got Ice and Wind. Attack 1, range 3, stun. Stun would be great. We need to move in 2 to do that. So that works just fine. And then Lamoon remains. Do we try and attack the one that's closer to us that is going to get healed anyway, or do we go after the tree? I think we go after the tree. We're going to be moved to here by Pandora. So we have a top and bottom available to us. So attack on top and on bottom. We're not going to have adjacent allies. I think we just heal ourselves. Okay. The archers are going very late. This guy is going in the middle. And we're not... Oh, we are going to be able to disarm them first, though, or stun them, which is good. So we are moving out 5 to here. Skip the rest of our movement. Then we're going to attack at advantage with extra damage, ignoring shields for 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. Very nice. Right. I would love to actually attack the end of the room, but we're just not going to be able to do it. So we are going to have to move to here. Then attack with stun. So we're ignoring them this turn. And it seems they didn't get the healing benefit because if a monster starts a turn within 2 hexes, that monster performs heal to self. I don't think they got to perform it because they were stunned, I think. Right, so we need to move 1 ally within range 4. Within range 3, 4, so that's going to be you. Are going to, I think, here. Skip the last step, then 1. Oh, no. Our ally is no longer within range of our thing. I did not think that through at all. Unfortunately. Right, that is a wasted action. Right, but we can now either kill something or destroy the totem. This person is going to attack 2 at a range of 4, targeting 2. I think if we kill it, if we destroy this thing this turn, we can then pick off who remains next turn easily enough. We could kill both. But I think the damage output from this attack specifically, attack 2, target 2, does not warrant it. So that thing is destroyed. We will heal ourselves here at the front. Give me some extra healing out of the darkness. End our turn. Then the archers are going to go. Okay. Faith, can you kill them both? You cannot. Right, we only have our basic attacks left unless we want to stun as well. Faith, what do you have left? You have single out. Single out will probably do. And if we do single out on top, smoke bomb here, we can't kill them immediately, but we can pull them over. And here we can give an empowering command. One adjacent ally may perform attack 4. That will be helpful. So Faith pulls target at range 3, 2. So we can pull the one with 5 effective health with the shield closer to us. And then attack them for 5 when they're adjacent to any of our allies, which they are. So that deals with that whole person. Then here, we can have someone within range 3 perform a move 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can bring Pandora up and then tell Pandora to attack someone. This guy here, we can immobilize them. On top, we're going to need to do Power Ballad on bottom just to go fast enough. And Tali, we can look at any kind of damage that we like. One and poison. 1, 2. We'll just do Stoking Hail on top. And Chain Lightning is heal 3, range 4. We can reach Faith with that. So we pull them, confirm to here, confirm. Attack for 5, confirm. Sorted. Then here we move 2 to here, confirm. Strengthen all adjacent allies. Immobilize all targets within range 3 of us. Then Tali is going to attack this guy. No dice. We will heal Faith. And then here we're going to move. You know what? I'm actually going to take a base 2 attack action on top and hope this works out. We are attacking with advantage. And they're poisoned. Yep, that worked out. So then Pandora can actually attack this guy behind us. We don't need to add wound. I guess the only thing I didn't do is move out of the way. Didn't think that bit through. Right, we play our last 2 cards. Here, we're going to take a long rest. Here, we're going to take a long rest. And here, we can attack with stun and move on righteous strength. Oh man, shield 1, attack 4 with poison. That's a real bad time. Faith cannot get away. You're going to have to burn an available card for that problem. Goodbye, Melody and Harmony. You will not be seeing use this turn. We are going to move to here. Skip. Confirm the shield. Attack with stun. And here, I don't need to push you. We're doing 2 damage if we do this. If we get 1 extra +1, they'll die to their next wound. Nope, they won't. That's me not doing the math. We're going to move 2, though, to there. Then a long rest here. Get rid of something. What? Swift bow, you're just a worse burning oil now. And here. Call to action, I think, is going to go. If I overthink it, I'll be there for days. Right, now, Tali is long resting. Lamoon, I think, is going to have to short rest if we're going to kill this guy. Although, they're still stunned. So, they're going to take 1 when they're stunned because of the wound. And then the next turn comes round, they're going to be killed. So, we can just ignore them now. So, Lamoon can take a long rest. We need to walk up to this door. But everyone is adjacent to us right now, so bless all adjacent allies. That's on top. Disorienting Dirge on bottom gives us another bless. And Faith wants to go after a 14, just moving towards the door. Do we have anything other beneficial we can put on? Not terribly, so maybe we'll put single out up. Bless everyone. Bless everyone again after a curse. Right, we might be at the 10 bless limit. We can only have 10 blesses among all of the heroes. Now we can move up to here. On your next 4 attacks targeting enemies adjacent to none of their allies, add 2 to the attack. I just feel like these rooms are giant. Alright, we'll put this on. Because if stuff moves away from the totems, we might be able to destroy the totems more efficiently. They take 1 and their stun ends. So then we're long resting, that's fine. Heal 1 and get rid of a card. Tremulent Cyclone is out. Another long rest. I think Cautious Advance can probably go. Alright, now we're all just going to the door. We can ignore this guy because he's going to die to his wound. Now, presumably this room is just going to be one large space, perhaps with some water hazards and whatnot in it. I think the thing we have to decide, after we get the lay of this room, are we going to send the whole party to this doorway to try and destroy a totem over here, or are we going to split up and send 2 off to try and destroy a totem at one side and the other 2 on the other side? Doesn't seem really ideal because Pandora is much more of a buff class than the real potential to do any amount of damage. But what we can do probably immediately is if we have a move 3, which we do on Marching Beat on bottom. Let's see, let's get Power Ballad going on top, Marching Beat going on bottom, and then if we move 1, 2, 3, we can get to the door and we can turn invisible with our invisibility cloak and then let enemies come towards us or take a turn taking pop shots from outside of the door if we wish. So to that end, we won't do a Smoke Bomb Visage of the Inevitable this round. We'll do a Burning Oil. And we want to go after a 19. We'll do Open Wound. No. No, we will do Open Wound, but we'll go on the 95. That way we can see how the room is after we get the turn order mostly finished. We need to move forward fairly efficiently. Boiling Arc is typically our way to do that. We currently have no energy though, so perhaps taking steps forward with Primal Duality will do us better. Then for range, Shaping the Ether is an attack for 1 at 3, but unless it's a room full of wolves, everything in this coming room is going to have shield because it's just archers, soldiers, and wolves. So Winter's Edge probably could hit something if it's close to us. And here you're going to be finished off. Pandora needs healing, so we can Burning Flash on bottom. And Protective Blessing on top. Alright, let's go. Shield 1, but dead. Oh, not going yet. Soon, but not yet. I didn't think this through then, because I took a very large attack on a card that's not going to have a target because the door is closed. So, why not just play the attack then? Well, we purged our Mist from our deck, although that shuffles, I think. But you know, still dead. Right, we're going to give everyone +1 on attacks. Are we? Was that the plan? Yeah, we don't need to move anyone else. Then we're going to bust open this door. And our survey says we've got 5 damage poison traps. We've got wolves that are moving 5, attacking 4, with 2 more if adjacent to an ally. Shield 1, attack 4 and poison, not moving. And just 1 totem at the back of this room. Oh no, there's one here on the left. Good to know. How far are these guys moving? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we are not going to move in. We are going to use our Cloak of Invisibility. That way, these folks just treat this tile as an obstacle, so they won't progress and try and get in. Which is good for us. And all these hounds are effectively passing their turn without a target, as we said. And now we can actually charge the room as much as we like. But we do not have the real capacity to do that right now. So we will still heal Pandora because she needs it. You know what? Don't consume the darkness. Consume the light because we're going to make light anyway. Or not. Confusing. Then bless and strengthen. Faith hasn't attacked yet, so bless and strengthen Faith because then she can get a better attack in just a second. So we can move 5 to anywhere that we really fancy. This is difficult terrain. It's good to know. Now, would we rather attack the wolves or the totems here? Probably a wolf, right? Especially because the guards put up extra guard. So if we come to about here, skip the rest, and then attack for 5. And if we attack this one there, if they don't die, next turn we can pull them onto the trap and kill them. But with us attacking for 7 at advantage, they're probably going to die. That's a lot of damage. Right, fresh round. Now we have to decide what are we prioritizing. Because we could pull this wolf into this trap. I assume we still... Yeah, we have smoke bomb. We could pull wolf into trap. It would take 5 damage. Then we could stab it. And it would be dead. But we wouldn't be able to visage of the inevitable. Not that we can right now, because... Pandora is currently here and not adjacent to the thing that would be dying. My other thought is if we make Pandora's action very late in the turn, they will remain invisible for this entire round. Which means what we could do is we could try, and I don't know if we have all the cards for it. Tactical order, 1 ally within range 3. 1, 2, 3. Does it have line of sight? Does it even need line of sight if it's an ally thing? It does have line of sight. We could drag something into this trap, possibly attack it and kill it, and then with tactical order have Faith retreat back behind the door threshold. So if there's a tactical order on top, something on bottom. Move and strengthen, I guess. Faith, where is your smoke bomb? On 12. So if we pull them towards us, they will take 5 damage of 9 and poison them. So really, we only need to do 3 damage, which goes... So they'll have 3 HP, because 9 damage less 5 is 4 HP remaining. Then if they have poison, we need to do 3 damage to them, which will round up to 4 with the poison. But with the 2 shield, that needs to be 5. Can we do that much damage to them? With what we have in hand? No. But what we could do is Stiletto Storm. Attack 2, range 3, target 4. 1, 2, 3. We'd only have limited scope for actually hitting stuff. So maybe we Flurry of Blades on top. Smoke Bomb on bottom. We attack 2, range 3, targeting 3. We'd only be attacking 2, but that's fine. Then we pull one of them in. Then we get extracted on tactical order on 18. Pandora goes near to last. We can throw voice at some stuff. And immobilize anything within range of us. And then here we want attacks that will do anything within a range of... If you're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, is that how many we get to move on this order? Enemy within range 3 may perform a move 4. And that's our top. Our bottom is us moving closer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could stand here as Tali. I just don't know if we're going to have a range of 1, 2, 3, 4 to hit anything with. Could do a Chain Lightning. It's not exactly an optimum occasion. But if we get some wind from Pandora using a potion, we absolutely could. But we wanted Pandora to go on the 91. And who else has Mana Potion? Just Tali and Pandora. And we want Pandora going on 91 so they'll be invisible for the whole turn. So if we Chain Lightning, we'll miss out on the extra attack. But we would attack for a lot of damage with piercing. Attack 1, range 3 from here. 1, 2, 3. Wouldn't cut it, I don't think. But we're lacking much of anything else we can do. We can Chain Lightning to heal on bottom. We can't even fake attack with Boiling Arc to generate the fire that we would need. Attack 1, range 3. Yeah, that's not going to work out, is it? The other option then, if we didn't go on 91, we could go on 44. And because we're going to immobilize and disarm stuff, the amount of threat is kind of diminished. So if we Chain Lightning and do something on bottom slower than a 44, why not a Boiling Arc? We might be able to get this going. They all go faster than Pandora anyway, which is good. It's actually perfect because these two get to go, then these all lose their chance to attack, and then we pull everybody out. So continue. Continue. Attack. These guys. 1+ damage. I forget that bit every time. Then we're going to pull... We're going to pull them onto this trap. Then we're going to move up to here. Confirm. Skip the rest of our movement. Put a shield on because we can. And we're going to pull Faith out. Back behind Pandora in the doorway. Then the hounds, again, don't have anyone to target because the invisible creature acts as a barrier. The AI doesn't have an algorithm for trying to attack what remains. Then here, we are then going to move in 4 to say here. Do we even need to be in that far? Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot to use... No, what? I was supposed to put Tali after Pandora so Pandora could use their potion. Alright, that's on me, I guess. Alright, well we're just going to have to do a slightly worse attack then. Attack 4 at range 3. 1, 2, 3. At least we get the piercing. We don't need to consume this fire, although there's no reason not to, I think. But we don't get any experience for doing so, so we'll leave it there. Then I think we are still going to attack with this. We're going to get piercing. We're going to get advantage. And we'll take +1. So that's overkill, but that's a second kill. That's a third attack at +1. No, we'll attack the one with the shield. Alright. I think that's how we want it to be. Shame the bless didn't happen on the guy at the back, but it's okay. Right, Pandora. You're going last, which was part of the intention, yes. Enemies within range 3 must perform a move 1. No one is next to a trap currently. So I think we're going to move in a bit. Enemies within range, immobilize all enemies within range 3. So from like here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We can't get this guy and this guy within range 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Without being in danger ourselves. But we might be able to move out next turn. So, wait, undo, undo. We need this one. And this gets us to here. Confirm. Then immobilize everyone within range 3 of us. And then we need to get Pandora out of there before they're threatened. But this deck looks real thin, doesn't it? If we short rest and lose a card, we're down to 5 cards. That's like 3 more turns. We've already used tactical order, so we can't get them to come away with that either. Unless we could kill the one closest to Pandora before everybody else gets a chance to do anything. Or I guess Pandora can move away, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stiletto Storm and Visage of the Inevitable, 1, 2, 3, 4, would be enough to kill this hound. Now, that's very late in the order, so I don't think Pandora is going to be the one to do anything about that. But Lamoon, 1, 2, 3, 4, would need to move 5. If we're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, we have several cards that let us move 5. It's going to be Practical Plans, and then something to assist with Practical Plans. We might need to Empowering Command on Pandora later. So move 5. We might as well attack the Cleansing Totem then. So that's something for the two of them to do. If we can't come up with any better solution, we're gonna need to move them. But we might have a push. Attack 1, push 3. Range 3. 1, 2, 3. So if Tali moves in 2, 1, 2, we can then push 3, 1, 2, 3, push that wolf away. Who hasn't got cards? Pandora. Okay, so you're going to long rest, and we're going to hope that this works out. It might work out. So we move in 2 to here. And then we attack with push against you. 1 extra free damage. Probably won't matter if the totems are doing their thing, but that's not my priority right now. And we can't push you to there, unfortunately. But I can push you outside of the range of the healing. Great turn. Hound is immobilized. Hound is immobilized. Then we need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. That is right. Faith is moving 5, isn't she? Faith is moving 4. Hold on. Faith is here. Faith has a move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay then. We need to move 5 to here. Which means we're not going to be able to attack the totem. And also, we are going to attack the wolf, and we might just kill it. We have 2 blessings and a ×2 in here. Right, we're going to move 4. Possibly should have not attacked, and then we would have not taken the 1 point of retaliation damage. But also, the only thing we would have been able to do here is attack the totem for a basic 2. Oh, you're kidding me. The cleansing totem counts as an ally. Alright, well, we're just going to do a basic attack 2 here then. Alright. Awkward, but it's done now. Long rest for Pandora. Right, I think tuning the outcome needs to go. Right, at this point, we can basically worry less about the cleansing totems until the rest of everything else is dealt with. This wolf. Faith could short rest and pull it for 5 damage. That would do a lot of work for us. Here, I think if we have it again after our long rest, change tempo to immobilize everyone again is going to keep us safe for a turn. If that's on top, something on bottom. Do we have a basic attack somewhere? Yeah, we got rid of that. We could put the shield up. That way we at least get the card back. But if everything's going to be stuck, we don't need to worry about that. How many blessings do we have between us all? You're not blessed at all. That's 1. That's 5. That's 8. So we have 8 blessings currently. Immobilize everything on top. We might as well curse and bless everything else on bottom. Faith is taking a short rest. Flurry of Blades is the less good one compared to Stiletto Storm, so we'll lose that. Then if we Smoke Bomb to pull them in. We can move 3 and attack to finish the job. That frees everyone else up to deal with the other side of the room. We have some ice available. So we could stun, except do we really need to stun if they are immobilized? And I don't think they do. But at the same time, it's not like we're doing much damage elsewise anyway. So the only other problem is we don't have any other movement we can do. I guess we can do a basic move too and be in range. And then here we have to decide what we're going after. Stun on top. One adjacent ally may perform attack 4 on bottom. If we do that now, and Holy Strike on top, we could have Faith strike here, and then we could do the other half of the wolf. So Faith doesn't need to do a Judas advance. So Faith could open wound this thing and perhaps have it killed by the end of the round. See how that goes. Hounds are going on 7. Moving, muddling. The soldier is not really doing anything. I don't think we benefit by going faster. Maybe we would have benefited from going faster, because we could have pulled the guy into the problem area. Now, we cannot do that. Alright, in that case, pull. I don't think we can pull them into the rough terrain. So I'm just going to move 2 to here and attack. We just need a single +1, which we're usually good for. Right, we were going to immobilize everybody, but we really don't need to now. So we can still curse and bless everyone. But let's just take a basic attack 3 action here. We can add a wound to that, why not? 1 retaliate damage is fine. This guy just heals and goes about their business. Then we want to just try and destroy that wolf, I guess. We might as well stun. We could make it a 2-target attack, but we're not going to hurt this guy anyway, and they've already taken their turn. So we're just hoping for a +1 here. That's the opposite of what we wanted. Right, we now have no adjacent ally to do a strike with either. This is going really swimmingly. So we're actually going to move 4 to here. Skip the last step, and then I will strike these 2 with stun, just because I want to stun this guy anyway, and if I can kill them over here, although, scratch that, this guy is stunned and wounded, so their next turn they will take 1 damage. Oh, the totem might heal them. Alright, we will hit them both. And I'll take an opportunity to heal with some potion there. Can't believe we didn't kill the wolf. I guess that's just Muddle being a right pain. Long rest for Tali. Play the 2 cards we have. You now will die to the wound, I think. If a monster starts its turn within 2 hexes of a totem, that monster performs a heal to self action. Hopefully they die first. I'm going to go with that. Then I'm going to put on... Well, they're both stunned, so we can do whatever the hell we want. Faith from here is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from that guy, so we're going to need to move in if we want to Stiletto Storm. Duelist Advance is no good for us here. Although, we could hit the thing behind us, actually, so that'll be... Although, we don't need to Stiletto Storm the wolf. So, this is range 3. So, if we were here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We could hit both if we step forward 1. So, Stiletto Storm, Duelist's Advance. And here... If we moved Faith so she didn't have to play a movement card herself, could she do anything better? Not particularly. We can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can move 6 on there and attack the totem thing with that. You're stunned, you're stunned. Can't be too bad. Faith, go faster than these guys. Just cuz. One, 2, 3. Stiletto Storm. Attack 2, target 3, range 4. Excuse me? 1, 2, 3. 4. Alright, I'm not sure about that one, but let's go. Alright, happy enough with that. This guy does not get healed because we managed to kill the totem by going first. We don't have a totem to attack now, and we don't want to deal with the retaliation there, so we will move 4 back to this side. And just take a standard attack action here. Alright, that is 3 of the 6 totems. Sunkeeper. Simply, how's this guy's retaliate doing? Retaliate 1. Attack here. And then step onto some gold. Tali is healing, long resting. What are we getting rid of, though, is always the million-dollar question. The size of these rooms, I would say Boiling Arc, but I want them move 4. Malleable Evocation. I'm sure it won't be the first time that I've gone, oh, why did I get rid of that? But I've made my choice. One good swing, and we could have this guy dealt with. Burning Oil would do it, probably. It's just incredibly slow. Tali, have you got anything that could deal with this? Attack 5, range 2. Yes, you do. And we'll go on Primal Duality to go quick. Everyone else, that's a long rest there. We'll do this as an emergency, and that's a long rest there. The guard is moving 1 and attacking for 5. Please let us kill them first. And we're probably going to be long rest. We might not be long resting, everyone else will be, but we'll keep the eagle eye goggles then. How's our deck? Reasonably stacked with good stuff. Good. Alright, now we have to decide which doorway we're going through first. I dislike this setup here. Between the obstacle and the trap, this doorway seems like a nightmare. But it also seems like the one we are slightly closer to. Although that said, with the amount of movement we have, it's much of a muchness, isn't it? There's 3 totems left, assuming that I didn't miss one back here, which I don't think I did. So one of these rooms will have 2, the other will have 1. If I knew, I would take the room with 2 in first, so that we can then rush the room with 1 and just destroy it and be done with the mission, because as soon as that turn finishes, we're done. But we can't know that, so is it going to be like 1 in the middle, 1 at the end? Or is it going to be 1 on the left, 1 on the right? We can't know, so I'm going to do the long corridor of a room first, I think. Let's... Do we want to loot 2? No, we need to move. Always be moving. Long rest here. I think we're not likely to have both of these songs going at once. But at the same time, these rooms are probably filled with archers at the back, and immobilizing archers probably isn't going to be that helpful. Oh, I don't know. Let's lose change tempo. We need to recover 2 cards with empowering command at some point. But at least we've, like, this whole time we've burnt 1 card as this character, I guess because you start with a giant deck, you get way more turns in. Alright, let's drop Righteous Strength. Round 13. We have some elements available to us. Of course, they're not really important ones, apparently. Attack 5, range 3, immobilize. Yeah, these are not ideal. Faith. You now need to long rest. Alright, well then, I guess if Faith is long resting, we'll work on getting everyone else to the door. And we'll try and do it in a way that will get Lamoon next to Pandora. One ally may perform a move 4 on top. And just a basic move for us on bottom, I think. But I wanted to play Empowering Command this turn. So if we're going to do that, we have to have moved next to them. This is a top card, so we can move 2 on bottom with something basic. I feel like there's nothing basic left. Alright, let's get Disorienting Dirge perhaps going. And here... Man, without anything else to do, turns like this just seem like such a waste. So maybe we do bust in the door. If we go after Pandora, which we will, we can do Stoking Hail on top with our bomb to make it into a 3-tile thing along this corridor, hopefully stunning multiple creatures. Then on bottom, we will move in 2 on Infernal Vortex. Right, so we are moving 4. You have a move 2, so we can move 4 up to here. And put this on. This isn't going to work because that card was not discarded. It's now in play as a permanent. So that's just me, again, being a bit daft. How does this room look? Oh, delightful. Right, this is the room with 2 totems, chest at the back, and a whole bunch of fun here at the front. What are you doing? Move 5, attack 4. 1, 2... Alright. I guess we're gonna stay here, because if we move into either of these spaces, if this wolf moves closer to us, 1, 2, 3, at least it can't have an adjacent ally. Whereas if we step forward, that becomes our problem. So we'll stay in the doorway. Then we're going to attack. Oh, I'm so dumb. I didn't make ice. Like I said I was gonna. Ice is infusing from our move, so I'm gonna give myself a do-over. You can restart the round at the start of the round or on your mercenary's turn during action selection. Restart round, yes. So many things I'm doing wrong. Right. So, do we play all the exact same cards? Stoking Hail, Infernal Vortex. Here we are long resting. Here, if we want to get cards back, we need to play 2 cards that will actually be lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. But we're going to do disadvantage on all attacks, and we will move in 4. But here then, we will skip over Empowering Command. I'll give myself that blessing once. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to move in 5. And then we have this, so we can attack for 5 at advantage. Alright. Here we go again. Move 4 up to here. Put this on. Put ice on. End turn. Move into the doorway. Skip. Attack. Here with ice. They are stunned. Oh god. It never occurred to me that both of these guys would populate these tiles. I've ruined everything. My movement does not get me into that room, no matter how many tools I have at my disposal. God damn. Right, we're ready for next time. And that's about all we can be at the moment. At least they aren't attacking us from the back. Perform long rest, something to get rid of. Duelist advance. Right, I feel like Boiling Arc is suitable here. If we do that on top, we can then step out on a 40, because we do not want to be stood here for the remainder. Faith, I think Stiletto Storm against all of these folks. How many more buffs do we have? We have lots of buffs left. Stiletto Storm on top. Or Smoke Bomb on top. Visage of the Inevitable on bottom. Not only will that pull one out of the way and kill it, it will also make a place for somebody else to stand. So then here, let's instead do Shaping the Ether and stun something. And then retreat. Then we want to go in after a 40. 55 will do it. 1, 2, 3. And Practical Plans is as good as anything. And here we will just play the 2 cards we have. Disarm. Oh my god. We can disarm all 3 of those. This is incredible. Let's shield everyone around us as well. Faith is going to pull this guy. Or this. Pull this guy. Can I pull you to here? I don't know why my brain thinks this one seems like it's actually doable. It's not. I'm a moron. I can't pull you to, like, here. I'm so mad. Oh, wait. Confirm targets. No, I can't. Okay. Is there anything else I can do? Can I pull you? No. I hate everything about this. we could go invisible and do a bunch of damage next turn. You know what? Let's do that. These are the mistakes we make, huh? At least they're all disarmed, right? So, we don't need to stun anything. So we can step back one. Then attack all three of them. Could do at advantage. I guess why not? I guess because doing 1 damage into 2 damage is not that beneficial. Although we might create like a load of mana and stuff, so. Alright, Sunkeeper does have somewhere to stand now, which is something. And we are going to attack the one with less HP. That is a long-range attack, man. Range 6 is a chunky one. Long rest for you. Here. We have no way through here, which makes me sad. Now, what do we have line of sight to? Yes, yes, no. Yes, yes, yes. So we need Tali to move out of the way if I want to stand in the spot where I can actually hit everything with this double damage attack. Or we could actually have, excuse me, we could have Lamoon come in and attack something trying to prompt a place for us to either stand or move deeper and attack those two. We don't have any of our big attacks though. Burning Flash, target all enemies, gain 1 for each. Alright, if we do that, we need to move in on a 21. And we'll attack everything around us. Then Faith is going to Stiletto Storm late. Tali can long rest from where you are. And here we can long rest from where we are as well. These turns are getting grim. At least we get to step in as intended to here. Skip. Attack all adjacent creatures. They're only attacking for fairly trivial damage, so I don't think we need to stun one of them. That's rough. That is not cool. Now we're going to hit a bunch. After some healing. Even that doesn't save us. Alright, something to lose. Empowering command, I'm sorry. Faith is going to move in to this tile, skip movement, and then attack 1, 2, 3 things at advantage. Overkill. Dead. dead. I'm not mad about it. Something to get rid of here. Shaping the ether, you're gone. I'm really starting to think about just how big a turn we can take in the next room behind us so that we can hopefully destroy the totem over there all at once. Long rest here. Echoing aria. I'm like, do we just try and destroy the totem from far away and run away? Like, with burning oil, we could do it. Although, we are very low on cards as well. Here, Protective Blessing, Holy Strike. I mean, we just played these two cards, right? Faith. It's going to short rest. I hate it. Visage of the Inevitable is fine. We're probably not going to get too much more use out of that. Then move and attack. Here we're playing the two cards we have. Here, do we have any healing left? We do not. We definitely don't have any healing over here, do we? Can we move in and just do like big attacks? Move 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they are 1, 2, 3 away from us. Primal Duality seems great. Back here. Strengthen all adjacent allies. Someone can move in. Disarm stuff. I guess these, and I kind of hate it. Face initiative is fine. Move in 5 to attack 4 at range 3. 1, 2, 3 to here. Skip the rest. Attack the totem. So close. Do we have a card left? We have Stiletto Storm. Recover me a card. Give me... Open Wound back because it's a big move card. End turn. Elementalist. Move 4 to here. Retaliate at range 2, sure. Then attack 5, targeting 2. You and you at advantage. So close. Oh, this is dumb. This is dumb and I hate it. That I love though. Right, Sunkeeper. We have nowhere to stand to do anything useful. Attack 5 range 3 is like super overkill. So bless and strengthen someone. I think it has to be Tali, because Tali like actually has cards left. And then we need to start booking it to the other side of the map. This is one of the longer ones in rounds we've ever done. Right, Stiletto Storm, range 3. 1, 2, 3. That's great. So we do that. Here, we long rest as a meat sponge. Here. Attack 2, range 3 with stun. Attack 5, range 2 is too far. Ice spikes on top. And then stoking hail to move away. Over here we're long resting. Face initiative is fine. Attack. 1, 2, 3. Confirm. That's the worst miss ever. Move 5. We are immobilized. That's grim. Elementalist. Attack them and give them a wound. At least we still gave them the wound. Then retreat. There's one totem on the other side of the map. We just have to kill that totem to win. That's fine. We're long resting here. Card to get rid of. Next turn, what do we want to play? Honestly, it's not going to make much difference for anything. Long rest back here. Now, anything that isn't like a super mega attack can basically go. Right, we want to move and to heal. We have no healing, so we just want to move 1, 2, 3, 4 this turn, I guess. 4 on bottom, on top. We can move one ally within range 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. If Tali can take a little walk, then we can bring them with us. Over here, we've got very little we can do. Faith, you actually have a chance. Do you have a chance of getting across this room? If you long rest, you get rid of one card, then you have 2 cards remaining. You do not. So what we are going to do is try and get that chest. So short rest, yes. Keep that. Burn that. Play those 2 cards. Open Wound and Stiletto Storm. And here, play these 2 cards. Is there any way we can get those 2 going differently? I think so. We want to do on an 80 so that we can push Pandora. Pandora can push them ahead first. Faith initiative is fine. We are moving 2 out to here. Then we can't heal because heal is on the other side of the card. This is the moon. We are performing a move here to there. And then our own move 4 to there. Over here, we're giving Faith a movement to here. Faith is going to play a big attack and then a move 4. That's fine. And we'll play our own moon 2 to get into this gold. That's fine. Faith. Attack them. You get 1 XP for that. then we can move onto this chest. Skip the rest of the movement, confirm the retaliate because we can. End the turn, get the chest. Frigid blade design. Something new in the shop for us. Round 19. Faith. Long rest. Long rest. Right, those two are basically out of the picture. But over here, all we have to do is get in and destroy the totem and not die. So, we are going to short rest here. Heal 2, range 2, attack 5, range 2. We want to keep this. So we'll redraw. That's the one we didn't want to see. So now we only have move 2s. That's actually really bad. So we're going to have to spend a turn preparing. Because we can jump. Unless we can move them in here. But we have... Tactical order was just spent. This is a 5 damage poison trap. Basically, we need to get Lamoon to the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything else is within 5 of the door. So, we're going to have to move 2 on bottom. Oh, this is so rough. We're just going to have to charge in. I regret losing the move 4 entirely. Let's short rest here and get tactical order back. Tactical order, redraw. Burn, hammer blow. Tactical order. On top, move 1 ally within range 3 to move 4. Then on bottom, aura, you and all adjacent allies suffer no damage this round. That's going to put Tali 1, 2, 3, 4 in the doorway. Now that Tali is in the doorway, attack 5 range 3 is too premature. Attack with stun, yes, on top. And on bottom, heal 2, range 2, and then we'll see where we go. Redo that. That's a do-over. Because we need the tactical order to go first. That's my bad. You know what? Since we're here already, we can just not burn Boiling Arc and save ourselves a whole load of trouble. Alright, so Boiling Arc moves us 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we're there, we can Infernal Vortex and just destroy the room that we walk into. Then here, 1, 2, 3, 4. If Tali is in the door, which is this tile, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll basically destroy anything on this row, which does not seem great. So we'll take a Winter's Edge instead for now. Then we can do whatever we want. So let's move 5. And tactical order. And just kill whatever we can. No, we'll take the move 4 because we can use our boots. Alright, we're coming up to here. Skip movement. If we could just draw like a +2 or a ×2 on this attack. It's close. It's close. Elementalist. Move 4 to here. Sorry, move. Give me jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets me over the fireplace. Then attack 5, range 2. Do I even need to? Don't think I do. And we'll only take retaliate damage anyway. Move 2, attack 3 isn't going to hit us. I'm actually going to skip this attack. And for next turn, consume wind and ice. We're not going to have both of those, are we? Consume fire. Make some fire. Why not? Burn 1 available card. Holy Strike. Miss. Hound. Moves 2. Fine. Scoundrel. Long rests. Discards any card because you're going to die. Long rests. Discards any card because you're going to die. They are exhausted as we expected. Attack 4. Target all enemies at range 2. We're going to do that. And over here, we are going to Protective Blessing. You and all adjacent allies suffer no damage this round. But that's not until 61. So we're going to short rest. Get Tactical Order back. Then play Tactical Order, Protective Blessing. And hope they go later than 29. Mostly. We can't take damage this turn. That's good. We are going to move 2 to here. Confirm. We're now adjacent to our aura friend. We destroy the totem. We just have to get to the end of this round. Aura, confirm. One ally may perform that. We skip. We have a protective aura. We have a protective aura. We have 1.
You crush the last of the totems and your boots sink back into the muck. You walk over to a severely injured guard, his blood mixing with the sludge around him. You grab his collar and pull his face close to your own, interrogating him on the location of the remaining rebels. "I'll tell you," he gasps, "but only because I know that you are not truly evil. Instead of hunting us down, fight with us. Help us take back the city from those demons. Head east to the border of the Watcher Mountains. Look to the north of the Ash Tree Grove. Talk with the commander. Help free the city." The light fades from his eyes, and you drop him back down into the mud. That was easy enough.
Alright. Faith gets a perk. Lamoon gets a perk. That is probably the longest mission we've been on. And I even paused through a lot of the postulating on the very first turn. But hey, a success is a success, and it's nice when it's quite close like that. 20 gold, -2 rep, 10 XP. New quest location, Rebel Stand. New quest location, Ghost Fortress. Alright, well, that's going to be all for today. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.